Okay, let's go.
So, what happened? Well, a few weeks ago, our government had a That's So Raven premonition. They had a vision and they saw into the future. They saw that Iran was going to attack Israel. So we
Okay.
went ahead and attacked Iran. Now we're in some bullshit war. No, I am not joking. That's basically what happened. Despite the Pentagon.
Well, so if your boss say, "Come on, Trumpy, we need to attack Iran," you remember those files? Okay, cool. That happened.
On saying there was no proof Iran was going to attack, it came to us in a dream. Source? We made
What?
it the f up. Now, there are many reasons floating around for this war. Israel, China, Russia, oil, Iran being 2 weeks away from having a nuclear bomb for the past 40 years, bringing democracy to Iran,
Sure.
and many other things, and we can discuss those things. Maybe it's all those things at the same time. But there is one thing I feel is just not getting enough attention. And that is the many people in our government who believe in a literal doomsday prophecy about this war, and are possibly pushing our president to take the necessary steps to make it happen.
What?
No, I am not joking. No, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is not the Candace Owens channel. This is a real thing, and we gotta talk about it. Now, I know I keep saying the next video is going to be a slop video. I know, I'm sorry, but things just keep happening. But
yeah, where is my slop, man? Jesus. Why are you so serious?
That's okay, it will be over quick, and then we can get to the more important issues, like making fun of women on TikTok. So in this video, we will talk about this f***ass war. We will discuss the strange characters who are encouraging it, the doomsday cult they belong to, and I will crash out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's play.
A lot of it. The Iran war is an extremely hot topic that affects literally everything, from the stock market to gas prices to possible...
Yeah, the gas prices are getting insane now, man. Yeah.
World War III. It feels like I wake up every morning and like 5 major historical events have happened while I...
Oh, well, World War III? Not even close. Yeah, because if the USA attack a country with a dictator, it's just okay. Nobody cares that much. But if you're gonna touch Greenland, then we can talk a little more about it.
Was sleeping overnight. So it's pretty hard to keep up with the news lately. And that's why for 5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers a fun, easy, and transparent way to read the news from all across the political spectrum. From left...
I just watched some left YouTuber, then some right YouTuber, and then I get the answer myself.
right and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias that helps you understand the full story and really make sure you're seeing both sides. It even tells you who...
Now I feel like there are no villains. Everyone is evil. Jesus. Who are the good guys now?
these outlets are owned by, which is really cool. Ground News makes it really easy to compare headlines to see how political bias can really affect the framing of a story. For example, this story about how Trump says he's postponing strikes on Iran power plants. A right-wing outlet covered it like, oil goes down and the stock exchanges go back up to the green after Donald Trump talks about Iran. And a left-wing outlet covered it like, surprise, Trump tacoed out of his plan to obliterate Iranian power plants. As you can see, very different vibes here. One of my favorite features on Ground News has to be the blind spot feature, which shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Trump is still more popular than Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom, despite everything that's going on. But they're still gonna run them in 2028, aren't they? 29 sources covered this, 70% of them were right-wing, and only 15% were left-wing, probably because it's a little embarrassing. I have been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I look at when I wake up in the morning. But don't just take my word for it.
Sure.
Even the Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your view. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to get all of their amazing features. So go to ground.
I'm too poor for that, but sure.
ground.news/shoe, that's ground.news/shoe, or use the QR code right here on screen, or the link in the video description. I think what they're doing is really important, especially right now. I feel like we need to see the news in a more transparent and balanced way. It is just a really great app. And
I just assume everyone is lying to me. Yeah.
and I recommend it. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad, as always. Right? Now, let's get back to the video. Happy day 24 of the special 2-week military operation, everybody.
Everyone getting a special military operation. Zika bleed.
Did it! Mission accomplished. I feel like every day I wake up and Trump is like, we won, and then something else blows up.
Yeah, we won, but we need help for bodyguard those ships. Yep.
And then again, he's like, we won. And then we're back at war, but it's not a war, but we won the war. Hey, maybe it will be over by the time this video uploads, because apparently Iran wants to talk to JD Vance. JD Vance is apparently the peacemaker here. Imagine the Iran war. Imagine possible World War III even. In the hands of a shoe-on-head fan. We're all gonna...
Well, base.
Die. People word for word, bar for bar, repeating the NPC talking points that we heard during the Iraq war. This Middle Eastern country is building weapons of mass.
Vance is more level-headed. Yeah, I kinda like the guy. Yeah.
Mass destruction. They hate America. We're gonna bring them democracy. It's all the same shit. It's all the same people pushing for this shit. Only this time we have social media.
And probably not in the file, so it's kinda a little less biased. Yeah. They are not blackmail in for Vance, so Vance is kinda true hero, true American there.
And we are seeing war propaganda from all sides being debunked right in front of our eyes. Social media has like truly been the worst thing that has ever happened to the government. Imagine like getting away with decades and decades of propaganda now being debunked in real time by people called like PP Poo Poo 69. Brutal.
What?
Sorry, I have to like white balance my camera. I'm using... It's story time! I'm gonna be the new Miss Rachel. Today's number is 7.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about
what?
Tower 7! Anyway, I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I hope Iran wins. That's like,
What? Iran. I don't know if USA gonna win. Just gonna... Because, yeah, they strike the big boys, but there's still a lot of people there. So, if you wanna put troops on the ground, and Iran, I think it's just mountains and shit, so you're gonna feel very hard to move around. You can strike it with drones and missiles from very far, and that's easy. But take out the whole regime is gonna be hard, I think. So I don't know, man. You are throwing money to the air.
I saw people saying that, like, that is psychotic. I don't want to go down with the USS Great Satan. You know what I mean? Like, if we're in a war, I want to win the war. I just don't understand why there has to be a war. We know regime change doesn't work. We've tried this already. It never works. We always make shit worse. We're not the world police. There are so...
Well, it's like Venezuela. They have the same regime without Maduro. So I don't know if we're gonna progress or gonna go somewhere. Hard to say, man.
So many people all over the world suffering, but our priority as America is to take care of Americans. And the American people are suffering. And now we're asking for $200 billion for
Jesus.
war. $200
Can I get a billion here?
billion. Notice nobody's like, who's gonna pay for that? When it's shit like war, but when it's for your mom's diabetes medication, it's pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. $200 billion while American situations have not gotten any better. In fact, they're just going to get worse now. Everything is going to get more expensive, but
Yep.
that's okay, apparently. That's okay. That's not a concern.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would
Sure.
consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that.
What are you talking about?
But that's like really the last of our concerns right now.
Consumers, that's what we are to these people. Just good little obedient bug people, gonna go see a Marvel movie, maybe buy a Labubu, eat a little Dubai chocolate. We have no soul, no lives, no families to take care of.
I still don't try that shit. It's good? Dubai chocolate.
We are just consumed, and when we can't take care of those families, you know what their solution is? What's their solution? Take fewer trips to Starbucks.
Huh?
If I say
That shit is expensive, man. I never go to that shit, so... Now, from 0 to -0? What?
what I am thinking, I will be banned off YouTube, so I will simply be silent. Gas is gonna be like a fucking $1 billion, but that's okay, guys. Short-term pain, long-term gain.
This is a short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain be for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain with long-term gain.
Okay. Why everyone say the same?
Short-term pay for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain, yes, but we've got some long-term gain.
Short-term pain for American consumers.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Is highly outweighed of the long-term benefits.
Some short-term pain for the long-term gain.
What in the NPCS is this? It is your patriotic American duty to unplug the TVs in your parents' and grandparents' house right now. Destroy their satellite dishes. Log them out of Facebook. It is up to us to stop the boomers from sending the Zoomers to another war in the Middle East. The amount of people who were anti-regime change war, like last Thursday, who have completely 180'd is fucking insane. I literally have no theory of mind for being that hyper-partisan brained. Like a lot.
What? Okay. Divide over initial decision, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay.
A lot of these people are just, like, totally for this now because it's Trump doing it. Some of you are cattle. Some of you are weak. You are submissive and breedable.
No, well, some people are more loyal than unpatriotic. Yeah, if you both make a mistake halfway and you are loyal, you're gonna get, yeah, we need to do it, but even if it's wrong. So everyone with Trump, we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna support this retard. Already here, fuck it. Probably does it.
The only politician I simp for is Huey Long, and that's because he's dead and can't disappoint me. The worst part about this whole war thing is not the death and destruction and possible economic collapse and nuclear fallout, but the fact that it's good for the Democrats. They will probably win midterms, and if things get worse, they will probably win 2028 too. Without learning any lesson, without changing at all, they will literally run on Orange Man bad and win. I am tired of politics. I am tired of voting. Take away the 19...
Yeah, this is retarded, yeah. The other candidate just do some bullshit and the other win because the guy did nothing. If you don't do nothing, you do nothing wrong.
The amendment. I don't want it. I don't want it. The men can have it. The men can deal with it. I'm done. I'm tired of voting for pee-pee or poo-poo and always getting diarrhea. I'm done. The end. End of video.
Okay. That was a good video. Wait.
Sorry. Mommy's not mad. She's just disappointed. Anyway, like I said, there are many stated reasons behind this war. One of the things people blame this war on a lot is Israel. Many people believe that Iran was not an immediate threat to us, and that this is just another conflict that Israel is dragging us into, making us fight their war for them. Because of this...
Yeah, it's almost like it's your boss. It's almost like that. Yeah. If you ask me what is the most effective and dangerous secret police, I think right now is the Mossad, more than the CIA. Yeah, because if you secret police control a whole country, like the USA, you control the CIA too. So the Mossad is very dangerous, man.
And everything that's happened in Gaza, Israel's PR is in the toilet. Polls are showing Israel is becoming extremely unpopular, especially with young people. It's getting so bad that the Israeli government literally had to pay internet influencers to say good things about them. No, I'm not kidding. This is a real thing that happened. It was filed with the US Department of Justice. They undisclosed paid a bunch of YouTubers, TikTokers, Twitter personalities to run defense for them last year, and they are most likely still doing that today. Imagine losing the internet PR war to 20-year-olds with anime avatars making TikTok edits of Jeffrey Epstein and Agartha. And listen, I know many people are tired of everybody blaming...
We're gonna get copyright strike because that part. Fuck. Come on.
Israel for everything. Like, oh, I stubbed my toe this morning. It was Israel. They associate criticism of Israel with people like Hassan Piker or Candace Owens. They are just tired, and I get it. Hopefully, I can bring some nuance into this discussion. Not everything is Israel's fault, but when it comes to the Middle East in particular, when it comes to American foreign policy, Israel is extremely relevant. This is a historical fact, and if we are going to be attached to the hip to this country, we should absolutely be allowed to talk about it without a bitch.
Yeah, but Israel is like on the other side of the world. I don't know why you are so fucking attached. I don't know, man. This happened to here in Chile, to an Argentina, the Patagonia. Apparently they are burning a lot of forests there, native forests, to buy land or expropriate some lands. I feel like we are getting invaded a little.
In our ear, calling it anti-Semitism. It is 2026. We are done with...
Yeah, anti-Semitism. These are the same guys who appear in the Tyler Oliveira video. Have like 20 children with welfare. That is insane, man. Every family, almost 15, 20 children, all on welfare, then they are sucking all the money of the welfare for real families who need the money. Poor families who have 1 or 2 children, they really need the money, man. I call that people anti-life. Yeah, they are called anti-Semitism. I call the people who behave like that anti-life. Yeah, that is my new word for that. Come on. Yeah, my God say I need to procreate and expand and whatever, but that was like 3,000 years ago, man. Your book was written 3,000 years ago. Now we are overpopulated on all the planet, so we don't need 20 children for family, man. Yeah, you take 1 or 2 and then live on. Come on, man. Yeah, you are fucked up. You need an update, man. You need to get a patch for your book. Your book really needs a patch.
The thought-terminating buzzwords. We are done with the ists and the isms. These don't work anymore. It's not racist to criticize Black Lives Matter. It's not sexist to criticize feminism. It is not anti-Semitic to criticize a foreign country. And frankly, in my opinion, the worst thing you can do for...
Yeah, and not only that, man. They're bombarding Palestine for what? For more land and shit? There are burning forests here in Patagonia too. You're for expand more? Yeah, these people are really anti-life, man. Everyone else is just dead for them.
Jewish people right now is conflate the nation of Israel with Jewish people as a whole. Like, what are you doing? Oh, you don't want the world to end in some kind of nuclear holocaust? What are you? An anti-Semite? It's like when there's legislation to give files.
Yeah, you just uno reversa and say, are you anti-life, man?
Death penalty, and people come out like, this is transphobic. It's like, what do you mean by that? It's good to question mainstream narratives. That's why this entire channel was created in the first place. We are here to criticize the media and the government that has a history of lying to us, especially on topics like this. If you don't think that's totally valid and normal, and you think I'm an anti-Semite for this, well, I have been called racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic for the past 15 years. Honestly, what is one more to add to the list? When this all
You are having it all, man. You keep everyone there.
all initially popped off. One of my first tweets about this
all
was
the Infinity Stone.
Many people were confused as to exactly what I was talking about, so let me explain it simply. There are people in our government right now who believe in a biblical prophecy about Israel. Pete Hegseth, Lindsey Graham, Mike Pompeo, Ted Cruz, Mike Johnson, Mike Huckabee, and many, many others believe a massive war surrounding the Middle East will bring Jesus Christ back.
What? Oh, yeah, but it's okay. Some people are retarded. It's okay. Yeah, some people need religion to don't go mad, man. Yeah, if you don't have a strong will to accept life and death, and you need to believe in heaven and hell and whatever to live on, just believe in that. If that keep you sane, keep you at least function in society. Jesus, if you need Jesus.
They want this. To them, this is the good ending. We'll all be saved. Great. Awesome. Unfortunately, many Americans and many people all around the world will die in a giant nuclear war. Not great. Bad, even. This particular religion is called dispensationalism, a type of evangelical Christianity that became popular in the 20th century. That's right, today we are talking about the EQ. The evangelical question. Evangelicals are one of the largest religious groups in America, and they are a huge, important voter bloc. Important detail to remember.
Yeah, we have a lot here, though.
What you have to understand is evangelical Christianity is absolutely f***ing obsessed with
those are the guys who get the 10% of your money. If you assist that religion, you need to pay the pastor or whatever of the church. Yeah. Like 10%. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my 10% of nothing. Yeah.
The end times. This isn't just like an offhand thing that's mentioned in the Bible and they bring up sometimes. No, this is like their whole f***ing thing. It's like all their talks, their sermons, their books. Basically, they are extremely...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I hear a few screaming in the street sometimes.
Horny for the end of the world. And many of those people are in the president's ear right now.
Strike and 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 strike. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda ata ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rite.
That schizo is Paula White Cain, Trump's current spiritual advisor. Like most evangelicals, she considers
the president have what? This is insane. I never... Jesus Christ. This is retarded. Okay.
There's Israel, her spiritual home, thinks Christians should be mandated to go to Israel in order to go to heaven, and believes that backing Israel is a biblical mandate. Now, what the f*** am I talking about? What do these people mean by biblical mandate? Well, thanks to the Scofield Bible, a version of the Bible that placed little, like, notes next to everything that explained the biblical text.
Oh my god. So, it's like insane. Everything is relative from the side you see it. Yeah, some idiot put all his opinion in the Bible, so Now you can see it from her, him, her, whatever eyes you see it. Jesus, my English shit sometimes.
It is their duty to protect Israel. You're probably thinking like, okay,
Sure.
so what? Like, we have overlapping interests with Israel. Who
In this book, I write, from my country, your duty is protect me. Come on, guys. Bring your bombs. It's in the book. It's in here, guys. You can read it here. Protect my country. Because we are the chosen ones. Yeah. It's here. See? You can read it.
cares if these evangelicals want to protect Israel, right? Well, there's a little more to it. Basically, the evangelical dispensationalist belief goes like this. Step 1. The Jewish people return to the land of Israel. Step 2. Israel becomes the main character in a massive war.
Okay. Israel is Jingu now. Está solo leveling. Okay. Now, I get you. Okay. Continue, please.
Step 3. Global destruction called the tribulation occurs. Step 4.
Those are the evil monarchs, guys. For people who don't read the solo leveling. Then Armageddon. Okay. Cool. We fight in the dragon monarch at the end. Or something like that.
4. Armageddon happens. And step 5. Jesus Christ returns.
When Jingu, obtain all the powers of the Shadow Monarch. The old Shadow Monarch. Okay, now I get you. Wait. I get you, Israel. Yeah. You are the chosen one. Israel paying horse too. Okay.
Behold, the fruits of Martin Luther. To get my biases out of the way a little bit, I was born and raised Catholic. Baptized, communion, confirmation, catechism class for years, all that stuff. I stopped caring for a while and had like a edgy atheist stage as a teenager. Then I was agnostic for a while, and then in 2020, when I moved back home during COVID, I returned to Catholicism. Needless to say, I am comfortable with identifying as Catholic again today. I don't talk about this because it's not relevant, but it's relevant here. I have many Protestant friends, a few are evangelical. This isn't to like hate on them, even though I'm going to be making jokes, but it's just to shine a light on a heavy bias some people in power may have towards the Middle East. If a bunch of Catholics were in power pushing for us to go to war for the Vatican or something, that would also be a conversation worth having. But that is not happening right now. And if you're wondering why Ted Cruz suddenly out of nowhere is sharing like 10,000 word AI slop Twitter essays about how Catholics are parasites, it's because he's butthurt that Catholics don't believe in the same doom.
Wait. Catholics are parasites. Yeah, they are using welfare, guys, and they are having 20 children. So they are eating everything. Like a plague. They are parasites, yep. Some people are parasites. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Doomsday prophecy about Israel as him and other evangelicals do. Catholics are not religiously obligated to support Israel. Same with Orthodox and honestly, most branches of Christianity. Evangelical Protestants, on the other hand, don't know how to fucking read and think the modern state of Israel is the same Israel mentioned in the Bible. This would be like the fry cook at McDonald's being named Jesus and you falling to your knees and worshiping him as the savior. And then blowing up the world for him.
I came into Congress 13 years ago with the stated intention of being the leading defender of Israel in the United States Senate. Great. And I've worked every day to do that. Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel.
Wait, what? But yeah, you are right. They are not the same Israel. Yeah, one is the OG, and the new one is like a little retarded. Yep.
Israel will be cursed. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two,
hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
We are commanded to support Israel.
To think all of this could have been avoided if we simply named Israel Sand, New Jersey. Dispensationalists take the Bible extremely literally. They're basically like the autism of Christianity, which is why so many Protestant evangelicals in our government are Zionists. Now, let's discuss the word Zionist, because I know that word, like, makes some of you cringe.
I don't know, I hear it a lot. Come on, Chu, teach me, please.
And I don't blame you, because it's kind of just, like, thrown around so haphazardly today. It basically means nothing anymore. There are Zionists of all races and religions. Not all Jewish people are Zionists. Not all Zionists are Jewish. Most Zionists in our government are not Jewish. So don't let them ever guilt trip you into thinking you're anti-Semitic for criticizing people like Ted Cruz. Also, it's not anti-Semitic to criticize the Jewish people in our government either. Like Randy Fine, bro is a freak. There is a reason the first time I shook Netanyahu's hand, I did not wash it until I could touch the heads of my children.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Sure.
What the fuck? Anyway, contrary to popular belief, Zionism does not mean when you, like, passively support Israel as, like, a good ally to have in the Middle East. That is not what being a Zionist is. It's like a whole ideology. It's like a movement. Now, one of the major characters...
Yeah. Some people was emo, some people was metalhead or whatever. Now Artarians. Yeah. Some people grow up and forget about it. These people already grew up and are Zionists. Okay, cool. Yeah, they are a little retarded then. Okay, I understand now.
Who believes in this, like, doomsday lore anime is Lindsey Graham. If you don't know who Lindsey Graham is, you've probably seen him on Fox News a few times. He's been on, like, every single night the past 3 weeks. To make it short, he is the senator of South Carolina, and he is a notorious neocon warhawk. He has never met a war he didn't like. He is basically the real-life version of the Holden Blood Feast meme. That is Lindsey Graham. So Lindsey, girl's name by the way, believes that defending Israel is God's will and has said things like,
if America pulls the plug on Israel...
Do you remember when kings and lords and whatever nobility went to war and the king was first in line on the charge? That shit was respectable. Yeah, if you see your king charging in the first line, you charge. Of course. But now, if your king sends you to war to die, it's like, really? We listening to that guy? It's like, okay. Good to know.
Israel, God will pull the plug on us.
And I wouldn't blame anybody if they assumed he was the senator of Tel Aviv and not the senator of South Carolina. When his own state was hit with a massive hurricane, bro said this.
Elon Musk for that. You know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. They're running out of ammunition in Israel.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Wait, you voted for this, not me. Okay.
We have to help our friends.
The man even outright says he would support a foreign country over the citizens of America.
All the anti-Semites to all the isolationists, I don't believe.
Well, remember when I say these people are anti-life? Yeah. I was right.
Get it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day.
The anti-Semites and the ICE.
Yeah, but I don't see you there fighting. Yeah, I saw you talking like every other bullshit. Just saying.
Isolationist? The isolation, saying you aren't with Americans and are with a foreign country is so fucking insane for a United States politician to say. How is this guy still in office? This is like borderline treasonous.
I don't know.
In the United States, you just wait to see what comes in the next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks meaning what?
We're going to blow the hell out of these people.
I'm sorry, we're gonna what?
It's just funny, man. I'm sorry, but it's funny. The guy is so that is funny.
It's not war if the balls don't touch. Okay, so Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz are weird, American last freaks who believe this doomsday shit, but like, who cares, right? There's a bunch of those guys. Like, who gives a fuck what they believe? Well, here's the issue. Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham might be the little birdies in Trump's ear pushing us to do this war.
I urged the president to launch this attack. As you noted, I was with him pretty much the entire day on Friday before the attack launched on Saturday. Pretty much the whole time he was asking me what I thought we should do on Iran.
And Lindsey Graham apparently had direct contact with Netanyahu. To help make the case on Iran, Graham traveled several times to Israel in recent weeks, meeting with members of the country's intelligence agency. They'll tell me things our own government won't tell me, he said. He spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, coaching him on how to lobby the president for action. Netanyahu showed the president intelligence that persuaded Trump to go ahead, Graham said. Ah yes, Netanyahu, someone we should definitely listen to when it comes to this subject.
There is no question whatsoever that Saddam is seeking and is working and is advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. No.
Yeah, I believe you, man. Where was it? In the 60s and the 70s? Yeah, they are close, man. 2 weeks to get in the nuclear bomb. They are very close.
No question whatsoever.
No question whatsoever. It's crazy how
Well, even if they get the nuclear bomb, we are like a continent apart. We have a whole ocean between Iran and America. So I personally don't fucking care if Iran gets a nuclear weapon. Yeah, it's not my neighbor. You can resolve yourself like an adult.
I literally warned about this happened. Like months ago, I literally warned the administration, keep away from Lindsey Graham. Trump, listen to me. Wait, Trump doesn't watch this shit. Vance, listen to me. Get people like Lindsey Graham far away from anyone in power right now. This little Venezuela stunt was cute, but we are not touching any other countries. We're not touching the Middle East, especially. No more Middle East. We all have Middle East fatigue. I just need to say, I don't like being correct about this stuff. I would rather be wrong. Okay. I would love nothing more than to be wrong.
We all hope to be wrong about bad stuff. Yeah, like the fire scene, and you see people eating people and effing children. Yeah, that was... I hope I read that wrong.
Wrong about everything. If we don't put boots on the ground, if we don't create a new forever war, that would be the best thing ever. You can come back to this video and say, na boo boo, you were wrong. And I would be like, hell yeah. Fantastic. That would be wonderful. I will personally write a handwritten letter apologizing to Cat Turd for not trusting the plan. I don't know what the is gonna happen. All I know is I saw a commercial for the military with white men in it. So... not a good sign. And right now, as I am making this video, our good friend Lindsey Graham is talking about putting boots on the ground.
Here's what I tell President Trump. Keep it up for a few more weeks. Take Carg Island, where all of the resources they have to produce oil, control.
For me, it's the name, man. Who come with the name? 12-year-old? My operation is Epic Fury. It's like a name I put some fucking... character like 20 years ago when I was playing, I don't know, StarCraft or something like that. Dark Vader, Dark Lord, Epic Fury. Come on. Employ some lyricists to get a name, you know, have like 3 meanings, something like that. Epic Fury. I will laugh when I read it. Okay, cool.
that island, let this regime die on a vine.
Is this going to, though, take Kharg Island? Is it going to involve U.S. troops on the ground?
We did Iwo Jima. We can do this.
We did Iwo Jima. We can do this. What the
What?
For those
Yeah,
unaware, Iwo Jima was one of the most brutal battles of World War II. About as many Americans died in that battle than all of the Iraq and Afghanistan war combined. This guy is a f***ing freak, dude. Also, who the f*** is we? We? You enlisting,
Yeah,
Lindsey Graham? Bitch.
But we have the best chance in 2,000 years when Iran is neutralized.
I'm sorry, I thought this war started in 1979, when the Iranian Revolution overthrew the puppet government we installed in the 1950s. But I guess I was wrong. This war actually started 2,000 years ago. That's right, it's not about weapons of mass destruction. It's not about bringing democracy to Iran. Turns out we're fighting an ancient desert war. Exactly what MAGA voted for. Another factor that is relevant to these
3,000 years ago.
banging on the war drum is, of course, money. Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham receive a ton of money from AIPAC. Many.
Oh, okay. So, like always, it was never about belief. It was about money. Oh, like always. Call me. I'm surprised, man. I'm really surprised.
Politicians in our government are paid by AIPAC, Democrat and Republican, which is why you probably don't see a ton of anti-Iran war stuff coming
To
from
be fair, if they pay me, I probably say good stuff too. Let's be honest. We can all use the back, man.
the Democrats, when they would usually jump on literally anything to make Orange Man look bad. The only thing Democrats and Republicans can agree on is protecting pedophiles and war. Great. AIPAC stands for the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Now, you might sometimes see people bring up, like, AIPAC money, like, oh, this guy takes AIPAC money. And maybe some of you don't really understand, like, why that's a big deal. So I'm going to explain it in a nuanced way you can hopefully understand. The reason why...
Please, teach us.
Why people don't like big money being involved in politics in general is because it can literally purchase the way a politician will govern. For example, if a billionaire CEO of a...
Yeah, that is always the case. Okay. That is not new. Okay.
Health insurance company donates to a politician, you can bet that politician is probably not going to advocate for things like socialized healthcare or anything like that. And
of course. It's like here too, like a lot of politicians own private schools, so they're never gonna say we need to have a lot of public education or the government need to invest in public education. Of course, see, a lot of politicians own private schools and private universities, never gonna pass a law to give free education. That is clear. 100%.
It takes a lot of money from something like AIPAC. That is a sign they will probably have a heavy bias toward war in the Middle East. That's why people prefer when a candidate only takes like small donations from voters. There's no corporations, billionaires, or foreign governments.
But to be fair, if they give me money, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, you are cool. But then when I get elected, okay, bye, see you. Well, you already give me the money. Thank you. I'm definitely not gonna go to Israel, so good luck with that.
Pulling the strings there. Like how I take money from you, the people. I am funded directly by Big Simp. Some politicians get paid a lot by AIPAC, and some politicians sell out for the price of a Big Mac and fries.
Sure.
Yikes. Weird fact, one of the top donors to AIPAC was actually the creator of OnlyFans who died recently. He gave like millions of dollars to AIPAC.
Okay, so OnlyFans was a psyop? Oh. So the Mossad on OnlyFans. You're gonna get my account. Okay. I understand now. Cool.
And AIPAC gives millions of dollars to the people in Congress. So in a weird way, our government was partially funded by OnlyFans whores. Checks out. But you gotta understand, a lot of these guys would do it for free. Hypothetical. One country must no longer exist. A, the The United States, B, Israel. Choose. Read Revelations and report back. When people talk about the separation of church and state, this is the shit they're talking about. What the f***? Like, what do you mean there's an American politician saying he would rather the nation he allegedly serves be destroyed over evangelical Wakanda? Get this guy out of here! I actually responded to this guy, and we had a little Twitter fight, and he just told me to read the Bible. There are people in charge of our country right now who believe we have to...
Well, we all know the Bible was written for avoid some anarchy, so people can believe in something and believe they're gonna be punished in the afterlife in case they misbehave. You know it's that. You know it's just for keep the society running. You know it's not real. It's just for weak people, weak-minded people, yeah. They need something to believe, yeah, cool. So they can behave. But you know, yeah, it was created for control the masses. You know that. I hope so.
Go to war for a biblical prophecy. That is a giant, major conflict of interest. We need to be asking people like...
And to be fair, I'm happy some people can believe in something and can have good behavior trying to imitate the Bible or some passages or whatever. So I totally respect people who they are really well behaved because of religion, okay? But people who are crazy and all kinds of religion, yeah, they need to be put in some loony bin, okay?
Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham, Mike Huckabee, Mike Johnson. We need to be asking all these evangelicals in office the same exact question. Also, I just checked how much this guy gets paid from AIPAC, and whoa, buddy! Okay, so here's where it gets schizophrenic as f***. While I am telling you this, please keep in mind, I don't believe this. This is what they believe. Because as I was writing this, I felt like a crazy person. With the evangelical doomsday lore, there is something called the Third Temple. In Judaism, there were 2 temples. There was the first temple built...
This is the... like Saint Seiya? Okay. Jesus Christ, he's so anime now? Okay. I hear your lore. Okay.
Around 10th century BC, and the second temple rebuilt around the exile. And the third temple is this idea that a new Jewish temple will be built on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem to help usher in end times. Also, interesting side note here. Jewish...
What the fuck was that?
To help usher in end times. Also, interesting side note here. Jewish people, especially Orthodox Chabad Jews, who are basically like the evangelicals of Judaism, believe building this temple will not bring on the end times, but the Messianic Age, otherwise known as the Golden Age, where everyone will live under Noahide laws, where the concept of worshipping Jesus would basically be illegal. Meanwhile, the evangelical end times, the Jews will convert to Christianity. So Christians and Jews are both looking to build this thing for very different reasons that do not complement each other at all, yet they are both working together to do it, and both think they will be right in the end. Pete Hegseth, our Secretary of War, has openly talked about rebuilding the Third Temple.
And there's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
I love Pete. Yeah. We are watching too much Saint Seiya, guys. Come on. We're gonna... Okay. We're gonna get that golden armor? Yeah, sure. We're gonna increase our cosmos and fight the evil? Sure. Let's fight all the temples. Okay.
Man, we just want affordable homes and groceries.
This is so fucking funny, man.
What is this shit? And Pete Hegseth, according to the president, is apparently the guy who does not want the war to end.
I said, Pete and General Raisin Kane, I think this thing's going to be settled very soon. Here they go. Oh, that's too bad. Pete didn't want it to be settled.
So, What is so bad about
Yeah, I
rebuilding
can't
this
believe the guy.
If none of this is true, like, who gives a shit? Like, freedom of religion. Well, here's the issue. If the goal is to trigger a massive war in order to get Jesus to return, they will do shit to make that happen. They will want to destroy and destabilize the Middle East, and they will use your sons and daughters to do it for them.
I go back to South Carolina. I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wow, the childless warmonger with no stake in the future and moles on his
Jesus
ass
fucking Christ. Okay.
wants our children to go fight and die in another pointless war?
They are the same people that are eating and effing children? I don't know, man. Maybe.
That last thing is true, by the way, about the moles. Look it up. Actually, don't.
The what?
Don't. You'll regret it. Don't. Also, the area they
What?
want
Wait, what?
in the future and orders to do it for them.
I go back to South Carolina. I'm asking them to send their sons and daughters over to the Mideast.
Wow, the childless warmonger with no stake in the future and moles on his ass wants our children to go fight and die in another pointless war? That last thing is true, by the way, about the moles.
I don't wanna know.
Actually,
no.
Don't.
No.
Don't. You'll regret it. Don't. Also, the area they want to build this temple thing on already has, like, a big mosque on it called the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I don't know how to fucking say that. And destroying this site would have, like, devastating consequences for the Middle East and for us. Not that they care. Just keep an eye out if that Al-Aqsa Mosque gets conveniently destroyed by a rogue Iranian missile or something in the upcoming days of this war.
Yeah, what's an Iranian missile? Wink, wink. Okay, cool.
So yes, it is a holy war. We are being non-consensually dragged into a holy war by 3 different sets of desert people. Just as I started to get my life.
Yeah, it's the desert people, man. The sun people is always on trouble. Yeah, my dad say, yeah, God curse that people, yeah, to always fighting, yeah. Was God the curse that land, yeah.
Together. Now here is the important question. Could all this doomsday talk these politicians are saying out loud just be religious pandering to the massive evangelical population that votes for the GOP to get them to vote for a war that is ultimately about, you know, like land and weapons and territory or whatever the Yes, absolutely yes. It could all be bullshit. They might not actually believe it. I mean, a bunch of politicians, like, they're going to islands and, like, rape kids. You think these people believe in God? But remember, like I said,
yeah, probably not.
Many do. Sometimes people really do believe in things and they will.
Yeah, if you are eating and effing children, I don't think you believe in hell. Yep, and you don't have an option of time, because burning hell forever is a long time, man. Yep.
Kill and die for them. Or, you know, make you go kill and die for them. I know it's hard for people to understand this. They understand it perfectly well when it comes to radical Islam, when Muslims will, like, blow themselves up for Allah or whatever the Yet when it comes to other religions...
Yeah, so I hear about that a little. They blow themselves up, they put their dicks in aluminum because, I don't know, it's sacred, and go the afterlife to have 72 otakus, virgin otakus there waiting for them to get in, yeah? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's like, they can't really comprehend it. Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean the people who do won't do crazy shit, like, because they believe in something. U.S. commanders across more than 30 military bases told troops the Iran war was part of God's plan and linked it to Armageddon. A commander said Trump was...
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay.
Anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon. The Military Religious Freedom Foundation says it has received over 110 similar complaints describing the war as biblically sanctioned and a sign of the Christian end times. So here's the question. Does Trump believe in this? No. No, I don't think so. But the people around him do, and they talk about it all the time. And after Trump was like a millimeter away from being brutally and horrifically assassinated on live TV, probably not good or healthy that he has people like Mike Huckabee in his ear, the United States ambassador to Israel, saying this in regards to bombing Iran. Mr. President, God spared you in Butler, Pennsylvania to be the most consequential president in a century, maybe ever. The decision on your shoulders, I would not...
Okay. Is appealing to the ego Trump have? Yeah. You are the chosen one now. Yeah. Trump believe it? Yeah. I can believe that.
not want to be made by anyone else. You have many voices speaking to you, sir, but there is only one voice that matters.
Okay,
his voice.
fuck you.
I am your appointed servant in this land, and I am available for you.
What?
I do not try to get in your presence often because I trust your instincts. No president in my lifetime has been in a position like yours. Not since Truman in 1945. I don't reach out to persuade you, only to encourage you. I believe you will hear from heaven, and that voice is...
Jesus Christ, you keep writing bullshit. What are you, a 14-year-old high schooler?
Far more important than mine or anyone else's. You sent me to Israel to be your
oh my God,
and make sure our flag flies above our enemies. My job is to be the last one to leave. I will not abandon this post. Our flag will not come down.
This
you did not seek this moment.
Why are you watching, man?
This moment sought you. It is my honor to serve you, Mike Huckabee. Not since Truman in 1945. What did he mean by this, chat? In conclusion, evangelical Wakanda is an interesting aspect to all of this to consider. It might not be the only cause of the war. I don't think it is. I think there's many different reasons. I think it is pretty important to consider the fact that there are people in power right now who are very close to the President of the United States who may be a teeny itsy bitsy bit biased when it comes to war in the Middle East. Also, draft Lindsey Graham. That is all. Thank you for your attention to this matter. If you guys want a completely uncensored version of this video with no bleeps, donate to my Patreon, link down below. All Patreons get a raw version of each video a day before. Become a member of Big Simp today. Also, big shout out to Ground News again for sponsoring this video. It was hard to get a sponsor for this video. I was about to do it with no sponsor, and Ground News was like, sure, we'll do it. Talk about whatever you want. Like,
oh, they're cool. Okay, at least they're not owned by certain people, I suppose.
That's based. That's based. Go give them some.
No, I wanna buy something from Ground News. Jesus, sound like good people.
Love. And I will see you guys next time with a slop video. I promise.
Okay, see you, Miss Chu.